childhood. What were the trends like back then? Hey guys, what is up? It's your girl Marissa coming at you with today's video. Where today we're gonna go back into my childhood trends. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So on with trend number 1, silly bands. I thought that silly bands were one of the biggest trends, especially in my elementary school. We actually, they actually made a limit on how many you could wear. You could wear maybe like 2 to 3, because some kids would actually come in with their arms full of silly bands, and their like arm would be like completely blue, like blood circulation like just closed off from their silly bands going all the way up there. If you guys do not know what silly bands are, here is a picture in 3, 2, 1. And on with number 2, sorry, that's 4, 2 is Rainbow Loom. Rainbow Loom was very, very big, 5th and 6th grade for me. Personally, I loved to do them, but it took a long time to do. We weren't really supposed to do that, but in middle school, during like recess stuff like that, I would just like sell them to kids, stuff like that. Usually my mom made them for me, and I had like a little like business going on at school. And I made about $300 to be able to buy a iPhone 4, and I got like a case that I was able to get with it. So I thought it was pretty fun and everything. Thank you, Mom, for doing those bracelets. I really, really appreciate it. Number 3, Furbies. I personally did not have one when I was little, but some kids did, and it was a pretty popular trend. It was this little like owl fluffy thing. It's hard to explain, and it has like little ears that like move, computer like thingies, eyes that they would move, and then they would like dance and like make weird noises and stuff like that. If you guys do not know what a Furby is, here's a picture right now. I did not have one because they didn't look pretty to me, like not pretty, but like a little bit on the creepier side, so I did not have one. But some of my friends did, and they liked them, or they thought that they were creepy as well. On with number 4, the iPod Shuffle. The iPod Shuffle in my, you could say, generation was extremely huge. It's almost like, you know how now it's like the iPhone 7? It was like, oh my god, the iPod Shuffle came out. It was the biggest like technology thing among us kids and stuff like that. Because usually we had like little CD players we'd carry around with us, and now we got like this little like digital thing. If you guys do not know where the iPod is, here's a picture I will show you right now. And yeah, so they were like about like this big, and you just plug it in, and then you could like shuffle through your like little like songs and stuff like that. They probably still have them around now, but they also have smaller little ones that are like cubes you could get without like the little screen. But now obviously they have phones and speakers, so it's pretty much kind of outdated for us. But on my 7th birthday, I always wanted one. Oh my god, Mom, they're like the big thing. Oh my god. So that is what iPod Shuffles are. On with number 5. We are now going to switch to shows instead of toys. Hannah Montana was the biggest thing among girls. Oh my gosh. Like they had like their own like perfume and stuff like that. Hannah Montana had her own like show that she had that went on Disney. I think they just show reruns now, obviously, so they don't have it anymore. They also had a Hannah Montana movie or whatever. As you may know, Hannah Montana is actually Miley Cyrus, but when she would put on her blonde wig and sing and stuff like that, she's Hannah Montana. If you do not know what Hannah Montana is, some of you may not, but most of us do know what she looks like. Here's a picture of her right now. Now she is retired from that, and she is now Miley Cyrus. As you may know her from like some songs like Wrecking Ball, something that are Party in the USA, that's Miley Cyrus, so she played Hannah Montana. On with number 6, H2O Just Add Water. Main characters, Cleo, Emma, and Ricky, but Emma left like maybe like during like season 2 or something, so then a new girl came in, her name was Bella. I don't really know what personally happened to them. You guys can research that on your own. But if you guys do not know what H2O looks like, I will give you guys a show picture right now. So that is what they look like. Obviously they're mermaids, stuff like that. I love that show. They still have reruns probably once in a great while, but mostly they're on YouTube. You guys can go look that up on YouTube. On with number 7. Bakugan. I don't know if you guys know this, but maybe some older boys may know this, or maybe a few girls. A few years ago, they had a little like anime. It was like the first, you would say, childhood anime. Bakugan. It was about these little like metal ball thingies that you would throw in the cards, and then they would like grow into dinosaurs, and they'd like fight each other and everything like that. I watched it for a few seasons, and then it started to get confusing, so I stopped watching it. But it was like one of my favorite shows in my childhood. It was like one of the first animes I ever watched. So we're on with number 8, which is Camp Rock. I personally never watched Camp Rock, but some people in my age group loved it. It starred Demi Lovato and the Jonas Brothers. I think that they had 1 or 2 movies. It was like about this like camp or whatever, and then they would like sing and they had concerts and stuff like that. A lot of people thought it was very good. If you guys do not know what Camp Rock looks like, I will show you guys a movie poster. So here's one right now. So yeah, so that's the Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato on there. They're like singing and dancing. Right, so keeping on with the movies, let's go with number 9. This was my childhood. Like, this movie was my childhood. Finding Nemo. Oh my god. I need a moment. It's my childhood movie. Okay, so Finding Nemo was like, it was this little clownfish, and he got lost from his dad, and then his dad was another clownfish, and Dory, this bluefish who was like memory lost or whatever, they find him, and everything's all saved and everything at the end. Currently, I think Disney has out Finding Dory, which is a sequel to this movie, which is where Dory finds her parents. So that is another movie you guys can go check out. It's pretty good. So if you guys do not know what Finding Nemo is, some of you may not, some of you have been born later, earlier than when it came out. Here is a picture of the movie poster right now. Yeah, so it's the Nemo and his dad and Dory and stuff like that on the picture. It takes place in like a coral reef thing. So, setting. On with number 10. Lion King. I loved Lion King. I don't think it came out during when I was born or whatever, maybe a few years back, but it was a popular trend in our childhood, well, my childhood at least. They had like so many like plush things of like little Simba and stuff like that, and they had like all different characters. If you decide to go to Orlando, Florida for Walt Disney World, they have a resort down there. It is called Art of Animation. They have Little Mermaid as one of the, they have like 4 areas. They have Little Mermaid, so there's like all different Little Mermaid things there. Then they have another section where it says Finding Nemo. Then another section which is Cars. And then another section which is Lion King, which I thought is pretty cool. It's like safari type. It's really cool. So if you guys do not know what Lion King movie poster is, I will show you right now. On with number 11. Oh my god. Monsters, Inc. was like one of my favorite movies as a childhood. It was about these 2 like workers at like a monster factory or something, where they had to collect screams from children or whatever. They were like all nice and everything, and they made lots of merchandise for this, and they haven't made a sequel to it, which I wish they would. It would be really cool. But I do actually at my house have a Monopoly, which has Little Boo as a little character, because I have like a Disney Monopoly, so it's got like all the famous Disney movies, you could say, and then like Disney and Pixar, and it's really fun. If you guys do not know what Monsters Inc. looks like, or has seen it but don't remember it, here is a picture of the movie poster. Yeah, so that is Mike, Sully, and Boo. On with number 12, Little Mermaid. Oh my god, this is another part of my childhood. Little Mermaid is about this mermaid. She has some sisters. Her name is Ariel. She sings very well. She likes this guy that's on land. His name is Eric. Her dad doesn't want her to go up to the surface or whatever and go meet him because he thinks the surface is bad. And she makes this like deal with the sea witch or whatever that takes her voice away. And then at the end, everything's all good. The sea witch dies, named Ursula, and she marries Eric, and then she can live on land and go in the sea and stuff like that. They also made a Little Mermaid 2, now she has like her daughter named Melody or whatever, and then she decides to go in the ocean. And then on with number 13, Cars. So as I said, if you go to Orlando, they have like the resort art of animation, and one part of it is Cars. Cars is about like these talking cars, and they have like, they live in like this park called Radiator Springs. It's kind of set out somewhere in like the western area, maybe around like Utah or Idaho, you could say. And then he like has this friend, or his name's Lightning McQueen, he's this little red car, and then he has his friend that's Tow Mater, which is a tow truck, a rusty tow truck, and he like wins races and stuff like that. He's really fast and everything. So I think Cars has made 2 or 3 others besides its original. Many merchandise, as I said, like slippers, beddings, stuff like that. And on with number 14, Ratatouille. This is not as popular as some of the other movies, but it's pretty well known. Ratatouille is like where this guy's working at a French restaurant. He's having a lot of trouble. Then he meets this like rat that has like good like chef taste, you could say, and like helps him out, cooks and stuff like that. And then the guy gets promotion and everything, and it all turns out well, as I said, as always. And on with our last and final movie, which is number 15, Toy Story. Was like another big movie that I used to watch when I was little. It was like where like these dolls would come to life, and they had their owner named Andy, which was a boy, and they had like all these like problems and stuff like that, like falling out of like the house and trying to get back or whatever. But like it was mostly set up as like you're looking through, like, you could say, like, this tall of, like, a view, so almost kind of like a child's view could see through. And then now they have, I think Toy Story, I know there's a 2, but there might be, I think there might be a 2, there's a 2, there's Toy Story 2, and then there's a 3, I think 3 is a lot, there's 3 or 4, I think they made, so there's Toy Story, and then I think they've made 2 or 3 other movies besides then. But I love how in the movies and stuff like that, how Andy starts to grow up. Like you see him in his last movie, he's going to college and stuff like that. And all the toys get worried that they're not going to go to college, but then they, at the end, I think they do anyways. So everything works out well. So that is it for my video today. Thank you guys for watching. Please click that subscribe button down below. Hit the like button in the face. And comment down below any new vid ideas / challenges you have for me. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!